Hello everybody, I'm Peter Grob, and today I'm giving you my Lego Nexo Season 5 predictions. And possibly Season 6, but let's focus on Season 5 because let's all face it, predicting for Season 6 about finishing Season 5 is kinda way far-fetched. Now, first thing, all of these things in no particular order. Some things I might say prefer more than the other ones, but in order, completely not. There are things that you might agree or disagree with me, and there are some things that honestly are so far-fetched that it makes my previous theory look like 100% possible. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna say these are 100% right or anything. They're just the things that I would like to see. Now, before we start, I should mention that all of these images belong to their rightful and respectable owners. I do not own any of these images. All of them belong to Cartoon Network, Lego, and everyone else. I'm just using them for this video because I think they will be making my video look much better. Now that's it, let's get on with these predictions. Now the thing I'm predicting the first and I wanna see is the fact that I wish the monsters the army of monsters will be this season a lot more powerful. Because even though in the end of every season the monster armies is always a threat, and I'm not complaining about the whole thing, it's just the fact that a lot of the times for the seasons, these monsters become less and less like threats and more like jokes. I mean, you know how in Ruby we like to make fun of the Belladama guards because just one shoulder shot and I'm already knocked out? Well, that's how the monsters basically are in Lego Nexo Knights. And I really want them to be more dangerous and more of a threat. Like I already expressed that I believe, like, seriously. I wish these monsters would actually be a threat and a real challenge for the heroes to not just be like, oh, like in the end, just appear in a couple of minutes and in a couple of seconds of being bashed to the floor and automatic victories. I wish the villains would actually win more battles, these minor ones, and not just, be beaten down. Hell, in this season, they actually will have people being affected and not just random lava and rock monsters, so I guess it's a big improvement. But still, I wish there'd be more of a challenge and not just a throwaway joke. The next thing I'm predicting, and I already make a video about it, that if you want to watch it, that are for the old monsters to returning. I would really like to see the monsters to come back to see what they were doing. I mean, it was a time skip if you judge the sets in between the season 4 and season 5. So it would make sense that we see what they were doing. I mean, it could be like in one of the YouTubers who made like their first episode. I'm sorry I can't remember your name. That the Knights were battling during the final of the Stone Monster Army or anything like that. But I wish they would actually at least make an episode that they will reappear or something. I mean, they don't need to be major threats, or hell, maybe they'll be like the Serpentines in Lego Ninjago, who when they were reappearing to the show, they were just there to advise and tell them the story. So I wouldn't mind if it was something like that. But I do wish they would actually make back to an appearance, or at least something. because we know they are still there. I mean, lava monsters, the way they ended was the fact they were battling amongst themselves in their village, and the stone monster army was there that they've retreated, and we saw them go away. So yeah, I would wish they would reappear. And the next one I think I'm predicting and hoping it's going to happen is Jasper facing repercussions to his actions in, let's say, season 3 and 4, because season 1 and 2 seem to kinda be different than other things. Not just the monsters, a lot of things. So yeah, since we know Jasper's gonna be a good guy, I would like it if they don't just have him be automatically a nigga everybody trusts and likes him. I would like if people were like skeptical, if they were constantly like thinking that he might betray them or anything. Like it would be like in the beginning of the season 3 where people got tired of him coming and apologizing or something. I mean, I think it was stated that he already came through it and already apologized it, but I don't know, not exactly, or remember exactly. But still, I would like if Jester would actually be facing some repercussions, like mistrust, like not exactly welcome in a lot of them. And honestly, I would like if only Clay and Murloc would be the only two that actually trust him, and everybody else wouldn't trust him. Like for instance, there's some kind of a thing like there are two things they need to find, and Jasper isn't being told which one in the one he sent that he's being told where the location is, but the other one he's not. Like, who knows? Maybe even people don't exactly want to even look at him. I would like that. I would like him to get character development. It'll be a great thing to happen and to see in the next season. I mean, how he could just be trust. I mean, after the final of season 5, people would actually begin to forgive him and all that thing. I mean, it would make sense. The next thing I'm predicting is the fact that the kingdom would be taken over. I don't know why, but for some strange reason, I feel like the kingdom would be taken over by the technoviruses in the first 2 episodes. Maybe it's just the fact that I would kind of wish that these new monsters would actually be more of a threat because they actually have a kingdom. And plus, it's more believable that they took over a kingdom, and that's why they have a giant army and not just random villages and they've taken them over. That would be a little weird. I mean, seriously. No one would decide to evacuate villages to go to their kingdoms? Seriously? No one? So yeah, I wish that and predict that the kingdom would be taken over, so that whole techno weapon vehicles and all that would come back into play. I mean, it's possible they met a new some other kingdom, which I will go back. I am going to address that whole thing more later, but I feel like they should actually take in the kingdom of Nighton, so it'll be a bigger zone of threat and danger. Again, the stone monsters were barely a threat in the first episode, and the lava monsters were really only a threat in the first episode because they didn't exactly know how to face them without them poofing immediately. So yeah, I predict they should actually have a big takeover thing. Well, like I said, more world building thing. I really wish the Kingdom of Dante would get more of a world building because, I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's not really been focused around the world that much. I mean, we've definitely seen the world and we definitely Exactly now we a little things about him, how differences, the whole favorite stuff. I mean, we know that for sure, but we never really, get outside of the kingdoms and a few villages and a few scary places. Nothing about it outside. I mean, apparently there were wizard towers all over the kingdom, but for some reason there aren't because the main one was destroyed by three brothers of the Rock Monster Army. But yeah, I wish there'd be more of it. Like, I don't know, like different kingdoms, like I always stated. Villages with people who are against the king or anything, like other mystical creatures, like other monsters we have seen in extra additional books. I mean, don't tell me that they're going to have the forest monsters and sea monsters and they're never going to make an appearance. Hell, they could basically have they could actually have legends in their stories, like I don't know, like a mystical wise animal that gives everyone that gives the answers. It can answer every question or something. I'm just wishing there'd be more of a world building in Night than so we would actually get more of a feel of the world, because honestly we don't really get that much of a feel of the world. It's honestly just a big area of it and small glimpses of other areas. So yeah, I wish there'd be more world building and more other things, more culture. Basically what everybody was complaining about in volume 5 of Ruby. So yeah, more world building. That should happen in the kingdom. And hell, if the castle will fall and all that, there would actually be a great excuse to have that. So yeah, more world building. The next thing I am predicting is the fact that we are going to get more magical duels. I mean, we know that from the game Murloc's captured, but the way they can do it in the cartoon is that there's a battle, an incredible battle between Murloc and Monstrox before Monstrox captures Murloc or something like that, and Ruina vs. Clay would be a great battle. It would just be great to see more magical battles, like show us why all the different magics in the Lego Nexo Knights world. I mean, we didn't see that many magics if we are totally being honest. Mostly it's just been in power increases and awakening magic spells. Nothing else really. I mean, the only different magics we have gotten are the ones books and the Forbidden Powers, which are not exactly pure magic because they just have one thing. There's a magic that can make you emotionally unstable or scared of everything. Alright, that's it. Nothing. Fire, your balls, just nothing much. I really wish we get more of the magic battles and all the different versions of magic, because if you're going to have magics in, you should actually have them, actually having battles. And I don't see a reason why they wouldn't have magic battles right now. And what I believe is the final thing I really want is actually, and predicting, is the fact that we are actually going to get the searching storylines, like you need to collect this in the story and all that. I really wish they could do that, because in Lego Nexo Knights, well, the whole collecting these powers and all that was, how do I say, badly done. I am serious about that. They are badly being done. I mean, sure, they were addressed, and there was a couple of times where knights got some of these magical artifacts, But for the most part, it's been Jastro and the monsters looking for them, while the knights just, if so happens they came across and use it. I am being serious about this. I wish the nexo knights would actually be more active and all of them would be looking for them. Honestly, this is a whole problem with Lego cartoons in general. I mean, yes, there are seasons where they actually are searching for them, and the other times not. Like in currently Lego Ninjago Sons of Gamandan, the whole masks thing were something they were looking for. But in the Skybound season, the whole Gin Blades, those were just different versions of a ninja, nothing else. So yeah, I wish there would be actually most of this storyline, like them constantly looking for them to find and grab it. Like battles would actually come across, would actually happen not because the monsters would just start random trouble in some episodes and then completely different stuff. It's the fact that they would actually come into a location and they battle for that fact, or just meet up in those locations and they'll just battle. I really want them to have more of this storyline to be explored because I feel like it would be great idea. And hell, alright, I hope you like this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it, I cannot wait to see other people next time. Bye.